That said, chat, we're back. We're back. The UMass Minutemen, after choking in the Fiesta Bowl. That is a beautiful... Terry, god damn it. Oh, God. After choking in the Fiesta Bowl, we are back. Hopefully the recruitment will go well. And then we get to move to the ACC and really set up our school for next year. So again, we got 7 scholarships left with a buttload of people on the board. And it really does come down to first come, first serve at this stage. Terry dropping the 4 months. Terry, what's up, buddy? How has the stream gone? I just told people to go visit you, so hopefully you didn't end things. That would be unfortunate. God, this recruitment class is looking sick, though. Alright. Let's see what we can do. How many people do we have here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Probably go like 2 hours per. Let's go to the highest rated dudes. So, Mr. Mills, we are trying to out-duke Ohio State and Alabama, which is incredibly unlikely. We'll do what we can. Bowen as well. What's going on, dude? Dallas Smith. Same thing. Just talk trash and hope for the best. We don't really know enough about these dudes at this stage. Mr. Cleveland, you're already on a soft commit. Just come here, man. Come on. Come on. You know you want to sign here. You know you do. Just sign here already. We've been talking to you all season. I just remember the end of last night. Oh, yeah, where we fucking blew it? Where we absolutely goddamn blew it? Didn't make the national title game thanks to Boise State, who ended up losing. And in fairness, it was Oklahoma, and it was tough, and we lost a lot of players, a lot of first-round picks, but... yeah, it still could have gone better. How much do you think top recruits get paid by boosters? Not enough, because I'm still having trouble locking down 5-star recruits. So those fuckers need to start paying more. Is what they need to do. Oh god, I gotta make sure nobody I talked to already. Okay. Had the old plane set up there. Curtis Palmer. Talk some trash about Bowling Green. I mean, he really shouldn't be going anywhere else. Just call me the coach because I'm always drunk and miserable. Assume you heard about the spam in the NHL community. I did. I didn't get affected by it. I'm very jealous. I would have liked the free 7,000 followers, but hey, what are you gonna do? You know, they're fake followers. Fuck it. Get me closer to 20,000. I'm down. Well, it's trouble for the chat. I don't give a shit. That helps my chat metrics. Like, I'm sorry, but I think anybody that views, like, oh man, I got like, my followers went up by like 7,000. Maybe I'm short-sighted, but okay, so your followers went up by 7,000, and they spammed your chat with the same messages over and over. That only helps your chat metrics. It makes your account look more active. Your viewer engagement's off the charts. Where's the negative here? Well, it sucks because I can't have a back and forth with my audience. Fuck my audience! My chat metrics are like that, where it looks like I'm one of the most popular streamers in the world? Fuck actual conversation. How many times can people ask me who my favorite hockey player of all time is? Fuck that shit. I'll take looking at the same message over and over again. That sounds a lot more fun. Who are your top 3 players from Conference USA between 1972 and 1987? Fucking Jim Carrey. I don't know. Instead, it's just, hey, it's nothing but Terrio copy pastas in the chat. Yeah, let's go. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? No sleeves and thrash. We're getting spam with follows and copy pastas. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people have all the luck. Some people have all the luck. Why are there complaints? I'm sure Sleeves appreciated the break from being like, hey, what goalie can actually make saves? None of them! No goalie in Hut is ever gonna make the saves you want your goalie to make because it's EA NHL. Sit down and shut up and stop asking dumb questions. Well, the aggressiveness and he's tall, so fuck, it's the same thing every year. Shut up, nobody cares. I'll take my fucking 7,000 bot follows and just sit here in silence. I'll talk to myself. I do it anyway. Fucking crazy. Anyway. Was that the actual copy pasta or is that just a random post? Is my question. Because I guess that's the one thing I might have an issue with. I don't know what the copy pasta was. Maybe I would have an issue with it. Anyway, have I endeared myself to people who aren't around regularly to not know that I'm being overly sarcastic? Am I shooting myself in the foot? Who knows? It's actually kind of nice when the chat just sits there and copy pastas. I can just be like, oh, fuck it. There is no pressure to entertain. They are entertaining themselves. I can just sit here and think. I can actually sit back in my chair and relax my back. Fuck sitting up straight for 5 hours. Good posture, sure. But hot damn. This is actually pretty nice. You guys need to just copy pasta the chat more often. Oh man, I just totally fucked up the time though, unfortunately, for some of these people. Ender, I appreciate the commitment from the looks of it, of you actually typing it out all yourself, which looks like it has to be the case because of your typo. Alright, boys, come and get it. Who wants to sign here? We got 7 scholarships left. Come on down. You're the next contestant on Don't Make a National Title Game. Yeah, see, you're just exactly, Catcher. It's just, hey, the metrics are going up. This is sweet. This is sweet. Oh, Terry. I can't imagine what it is. What the fuck, Terry? I'm so confused. What even is that? What even is that? Terry, you can't make it go away. That's beautiful. The art of Photoshop. Delightful. Oh, doggy, there we go. We got the 4-star corner. The 4-star athlete. A couple more 3 stars. We have 1 scholarship left. Who will be the one? Week 4 and we only have 1 scholarship left. Apparently we need 2 guards, but I don't care. We're probably going to have the second best recruitment class in the nation behind Bama. And it's just because Bama locked down those 5 stars. Like, they are going to be a nightmare. Can you recruit more players than you have scholarships? Technically, no. So at this stage, we look for the highest overall dudes. So we have this linebacker in Mills. What are your thoughts on the new Swiffer wet jet? Shout out to Swiffer. Shout out to Swiffer. Sponsor me, please. I'm moving into a new house, and how am I going to clean my floors? Unless I have a Swiffer. I'm just saying to the people behind Swiffer, like, you're not appealing to the NHL market at all, and I'm just saying that could be a mistake. That could be a mistake. This is an untapped market over here. Lord knows some people in the NHL community need to learn how to wash their goddamn ass, wash their house, clean their house, wash their house too. Pressure wash it. Spring cleaning's not just for the inside of your house, it's for the outside. Get a pressure washer. Get that shit off the side of your house. If you even have one. I can't take shots at you. I don't yet either. You get the point. Anyway, we have 1 scholarship left. And honestly, God, We gotta... God, who the hell... I know it says we need a guard. I'm just afraid that, like, Poole will take the offer, and I really don't want him to. I'd rather get Wills or Mills, so we'll take Poole off of our list. And then from there, it's kind of a tough call. I think any 3-star at this rate, even Jeremy Lee, needs to go. It needs to be a 4-star. So these are the remaining 4-stars. Problem is we have some dudes who aren't scouted. Curtis Palmer being a 74. I'm going to rule out Palmer because we know Smith is the man. I was thinking Turner, too. It's tough. Also, we lost out on Lambert to Bama because, of course, we did. So, I guess we'll just put in the time with these guys, and again, one of these dudes will accept, and that'll be it. First come, first serve. Pretty much where we're at. We'll just make the pitch with everybody at this stage. I won't even bother talking shit about anybody. We'll just gain as many points as we can and kind of speed run this. Hope for the most points possible. Rolling out a guy named Palmer. I know, but we don't need him. I think Mills is the best. I agree. The problem is if I leave him as the only guy on the board, there's no guarantee that he signs with us, which kind of sucks. So it's best to leave kind of, honestly, as many players on the board as we can get, or at least it would be worth it to sign with us. Man, a lot of what Mike Cohen's got going on did not line up with what we're good at. Lonnie Strong. I know I can quick call, but I want to make sure we're trying to hype him up on potentially what could earn us the most points. We only got a guy named Palmer. What if I buy $20 worth of fucking fruit snacks, man? I might. I showed the girlfriend. She's like, you're not going to spend like $25 on fruit snacks. For those who don't know, they make Arnold. Well, we got Mills. Oh my God. Well, that solves the problem. We are out in terms of scholarships. We're out. See you later, fuckers. If you still want to sign here, go ahead, but you can't get a scholarship. Tremendous. Our 25 editions are here, so this is our recruitment class then at this stage. These 25 dudes. And in terms of overall, we got 4-star Mills, 4-star Kennedy, 5-star Lindsay, 79 Cleveland, 77 5-star Harris, 4-star Patton, Jeff White. Oh man. This team is gonna be gross. I have no work left to do. I mean, some people can still walk on, but we're good. Like, there is nothing to do. Just get to signing day. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about before, but that's okay. Everything's good. Everything is good. Feeling good. I mean, again, I am going to try to set up this team tonight. I mean, it might not happen just because that's a long process, but we'll see. At least there's no debate over what conference we're going to be in. Like, we're going to be scrapping with the big boys at this stage in the ACC, so I'm kind of scared, but we'll see how it plays out, right? I'm pretty scared. Oh God, by the way, shout out to Ori. I saw your retweet. I don't know if you're still in here, but they might be bringing back Fruit Loop cereal straws. That sounds tremendous. We had that conversation about cereal earlier, and I want some. It's an issue right now. Nice. Fruit Loop cereal straws. We also got Richardson. So a 3-star wide receiver. 6'5". 3-star wide receiver randomly signed with us. Cool. So we go to signing day. We know who our recruits were. Top classes, we did finish second with 2 5-stars, 12 4-stars. So we finished behind Bama for the second best recruitment class in the country. Not bad. Not bad at all. Nice to get 2 5-stars this year. 6'5" wide receiver. 225 too. We might be keeping that guy around as a tight end. So that brings us to the longest process, the most tedious process of the year. That, of course, being the position changes. Or to take, I mean, we couldn't jump Bama. They had too many dudes. So again, our Cam Newton clone is gone. But we do have Will Cox, who is clearly going to be our starting quarterback this year. For quarterback, we got Cox. Antoine Gonzalez. Be the quarterback next year from the looks of it. He stays at QB. Derek Be Good. Clearly a quarterback or a running back, I imagine. We'll be keeping him at QB, but I'm going to list him down, I guess kind of like an athlete, essentially. So let's see, he'd be an 83 quarterback and what, an 80 running back? We already had, you know what, we might as well leave him there because we have so many running backs now. And then Seth Davis, the 4-star option. He will also be staying at quarterback. So not bad. AJ, take it easy, buddy. The athletes we'll get to last. For the running backs. Whew. All right, Paul Fig Newton. And again, we got a ton of wide receivers, so he definitely stays at running back. We got James Smith, who of course bounced around to fullback, wide receiver. I mean, at fullback, we do have Vinny Andrews, or not Vinny Andrews. We have Vinny and Andrews, but Vince Vincent, of course. And shout out to Totally Not Crash Andrews. You could make the argument for moving James Smith back to fullback. I will say that, because apparently I need 2 fullbacks on the roster. So we'll see what we have with Smith. So Smith would be an 86 running back. I mean, that's pretty damn good for our second string running back. The 76 fullback. Wouldn't need to move him to wide receiver, but he's also a 75 tight end. So we'll see what happens for James Smith then. Patrick Lindsay. Definitely a running back. Can't believe we got a 5-star running back finally. And this dude's definitely the future. Paul Perry. No real argument for him to be a wide receiver, so Paul Perry stays at running back as well. Terrence Johnson also going to stay. And then Charles Hall is also going to stay. Okay. Fullback-wise, of course, Andrews, not really good enough to play anywhere else. Or Vincent, I should say. Craig Andrews was just a random addition by them. I'm going to try to cut that guy. Wide receiver, holy shit. So Tyler is our best wide receiver. He wouldn't be good enough to be the starting running back, so he is definitely our top wideout. It's hard to believe this dude's a senior already. Travis Walker. Definitely a wideout. We are going to have to cut some wideouts too, but the good thing is we get to optimize, right? We just take the best of the best. So let's see. Kellen Scott. Same thing. You stay at wide receiver. David Fountain. Funny thing is, all the red shirts we had last year, only one dude walked away, and it's someone who wasn't even that important. Oh, God. Terry, when you said small keyboard, that's not... I didn't think keyboard was coming next. I'm not proud of that, but, you know. Clifford. David Justice. 78 running back. We could move Justice and then move Smith, but a 78 running back and 80 wide receiver. We're so stacked at wide out. Stevens. Similar thing for Stevens, 76 running back, 78 wide out. None of these other dudes were good enough at running back, huh? Like Scott wasn't bad, but not good enough. Michael Harris is definitely a wide receiver. Not moving him anywhere. Sean Campbell. Definitely a wide receiver. He doesn't get moved anywhere. John Hale. Some of these wide receivers are definitely going to get cut. Definitely are. Jeff White. Oh boy. This is going to get interesting with how many of these dudes are going to get cut. Bo Barnes. Could be moved to running back. Barnes, 69. Running back, 69 wideout. He's probably cut regardless. And then John Richardson was the random JUCO transfer that it showed us. I mean, he's a guaranteed cut, unfortunately for him. Hey, I'm gonna walk on. You're gonna walk right back off. All right, so we got some moves to the side upon there. And a tight end. Nice work, Chris. Nice work. Oh shit, we do need tight end help. Chris, Jesus Christ. That's like the ultimate copy pasta. If that's good enough, I need to, oh, it's not gonna show up there for some reason. Why doesn't it show up when I'm on this screen? That's disappointing. It's like the bot knows. Alright, we got Gonzalez, we got Morgan. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do here. I do desperately need another tight end. Can either of these athletes play tight end? No. And no. Cool. Alright, so at running back, Smith, you're our second best back, but we gotta move you to tight end out of desperation. We basically have nobody else that can play there. God, you guys are so incredibly toxic. I love it. Which means a fullback. God, what are we gonna do here? Endo gets himself bopped. Jesus Christ. Don't get yourself fucking permanently bopped, please. It's a pain in the ass to unbop you. I guess we'll just leave Justice and Stevens at wide receiver. I guess. Man, Chris knows all the good ones, huh? Fuck's sake. Let's go back to wide receiver. Where's Barnes? Oh, Barnes, 6'4". I'm gonna have to move him to fucking running back, which is nuts. He's probably gonna get cut anyway. We'll move Richardson over. I'm gonna let my heart skip. So I guess we'll just have to leave Andrews and this other scrub fullback. Or Andrews and the other. I always say fucking. There's Andrews and Vincent. There we go. That will be the fullback setup. When we see C. Andrews, it's basically Crash Andrews, and it's perfect. So tight end, we got Smith, Gonzalez, and Morgan. Turns out I really needed one or two of those tight ends to sign here. Of course, the O-line we'll sort out in a minute. Actually, fuck it, we'll sort it out now. That's what we have to do. Do what we have to do. I guess if I were to have an extra guy, I could move him over to fullback, but like, what's the point? We're not going to be short on no linemen, are we? All right, Vince Vincent. It's beautiful, isn't it? So Smith drops by 3 and 2. 3 and 2. It's a good guard. 3 and 2. So Bell is definitely a center, but I honestly might have to redshirt Preston Nelson for his senior year. Crazy as that is, I think I got to do it, but then that just makes... Yeah, I can't do it. God, so what am I going to do here? So 85, so let's see. What does he drop by? 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Definitely move Davis to guard. Move Smith back to left tackle. Preston Nelson to right tackle. So we need a right guard in the center. I guess the guard is going to be Soul. Foster, Bell, Andrew should stay. Alright, maybe not. Foster over to tackle. This is going to be rough. We are going to have to go with a pretty crazy amount of O-line scouting from the looks of it, which is kind of horrifying. He drops by 4. He drops by 2. Guard or tackle. 2. Alright, he's going to be the right guard. Alright, so the O-line is at least set. It's going to have to be a pretty heavy O-line scouting class from the looks of it. Unfortunately, those 4 years where it's like, oh cool, the O-line's perfectly fine. We don't have to worry about shit. Yeah, it turns out we have to worry about shit. Turns out we're gonna have to worry about shit. Anybody here who can play fullback, even interim? The answer is no. Discord server, we have a whole channel for such copy pastas. Of course you do. It's the most toxic thing I've ever heard of. Alright, really quickly, let's see where these athletes are at. So Adam Keys, really good quarterback, really good wide receiver. Really good secondary option. Yeah, fuck it. We're going to have to go for that afterwards. Let's sort out the defense first. Alright, so Mr. Weeks. Let's see. We got defensive line, we got linebacker, we got secondary. We got Weeks, who's about an 86 on the D-line, about an 80 at linebacker. Cannot play secondary. Sanders is about an 82, a 76 on average, cannot play the secondary. Freddie Bradley is a 73. Bradley is 73. Linebacker, he's about a 67. Cannot play the secondary. Joey Burgess, who was incredible last year. He's about an 82. About a 76. And cannot play the secondary. Marshall, 78. 70. That's not good. 78, 70, and cannot play the secondary. Marcus Bowser, 77 on that defensive line. 71 at linebacker. Not playing the secondary either. Collins, 75, 70. Not playing the secondary. Bennett, 75. 69 rated linebacker. Definitely not playing the secondary. DTs, Mason. That's a tough call as to where Robert Mason plays. Same thing though, like D-line or linebacker, one of the two. Charles Berg. Let's see, how good are you at linebacker? I think 71, 72. They don't seem to have like the same versatile defensive lineman that could be like, hey, I'm a linebacker. Oh, hey, I'm this too. Like it's nuts. 74, 68. Not playing the secondary either. Mike Patton. It's definitely a 0 as well. Adam Davis. And I hate that we got to do this every year. I don't, in a way, because it's like, oh, hey, let's put the puzzle together. But I can't say it doesn't get tedious. See, about a 65 there, a 60 there. Jesus. All right, so that's the defensive line sorted. The linebackers, David Parrish. Oh boy, are we going to be hurting at linebacker potentially? 71 on the D-line, about a 71 at linebacker, and about a 67-ish in the secondary. Chris Lawrence. Not that good on the D-line. Even worse technically at linebacker. Definitely not playing the secondary. And then Griffin, 62 on the D-line, about a 63 at linebacker. Honestly, he could kind of play secondary as well. He's a weird player. Mr. Gordon is unbelievable on the D-line. Unreal. But he's also an unbelievable linebacker. Shit. And honestly, he's really good in the secondary too. One of our best players. He's a senior too. You remember what I said last year about like, hey, this might be our last chance at the Natty, our first and last for a while. Yeah, that's looking likely. Holy shit. Like we're already kind of depleted. And God, we're having to rely on some younger players here potentially. Torres really needs to go back to the defensive line more than linebacker. Wade again, unbelievable edge. Unbelievable linebacker. Pretty damn good in the secondary too. Leon Jones. Of course, man, these linebackers are always better on the defensive line. Oops. Ryan Williams. Keep getting top 5 recruiting class, you'll be fine. Well, suppose we'll see how it plays out, right? I mean, yeah, in theory, we should be fine. I guess your name is Gotta Believe, so I guess I just gotta believe, right? That's all I gotta do. Alright. Oh, man, we took big hits this year, though. Big, big hits to this team. Shit, dude. Like a 0 on the D-line. 69 at linebacker. Crazy good corner though. Cleveland definitely stays. I mean, Cleveland, Bullock, and 69 overall. I can't drop that dude down. Dallas Jackson stays here. Roland Stewart stays in the secondary. We're going to have to rely on a lot of new youngsters. I don't know how good our defense is going to be this year. Boyd stays. Ooh, Kennedy though. Kennedy could play pretty much anywhere. And mold that guy to be whatever we need him to be. Hell of a recruit this dude is. I'm like being like, yeah, I can play wherever on defense and be perfectly fine. Williams, honestly, same thing. Could kind of play wherever we needed him to play. He's obviously best in the secondary, but and Tony Black definitely stays in the secondary. Last but not least, Clint Long. 71 linebacker, he stays. John Johnson, he stays. And then Matthew Williams should probably stay as well. All right. So if we look at the secondary discussion, and who else could play there? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. In theory, we could actually be fine in the secondary. Problem is, we got some high-rated dudes. So if I were to just look at... In theory, again, you can have 5 corners. We could actually be fine for the secondary with who we have. Like Griffin, I'm definitely taking out of the conversation. We're taking Harrington out of the conversation as well. Gordon's good, but he's too valuable elsewhere. Same for Jones. Honestly, I think even Kennedy we're going to have to move down to linebacker. Like, there are just some dudes that are a bit too good to kind of just potentially sit and do nothing in terms of the secondary. And then really quickly as well, just having a look through our kind of list of players here. See what we got. And just to kind of bring up the old Word doc, right? I mean, it's pretty much two ratings, how good you are on the defensive line and how good you are at linebacker. So, I mean, definitely linebacker conversation, and then also we got someone in like the throwaway category. So these are the guys I'd consider that are definitely in the linebacker conversation. This dude can be plugged in anywhere. Honestly, this dude can be plugged in anywhere. Honestly, if we look at the D-line conversation, Torres has to be moved back. Again, those dudes can be plugged in anywhere. But our main 4 linebackers are going to be Kennedy, Wade, Jones, and Gordon. From the looks of it. And then on the D-line here, he's definitely a defensive lineman. He's definitely a defensive lineman. Like, all these guys are definite defensive linemen. Mason would be a depth option, so it doesn't make sense to move him back. Bennett, probably not. I think we just use, I mean, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I think we just use these guys as depth options because Harrington's going to get outmatched on the D-line. I think we have our dudes. Right, because linebacker we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 different spots. I mean, 3 each. You could argue 1 more. Because that D-line's going to be fucking packed. But look at like the highest rated dudes. I mean, Weeks, Sanders, Burgess. I mean, Mason as well. And some of these guys are decent on D-line. I think we kind of got our setup here. Thoughts on the Patriots? I won't make you go to patreon.com/Toogie24 to find out. I'm very happy with the Patriots right now. I don't know how I couldn't be, right? I don't know how I couldn't be. They have done significantly more in terms of free agent spending than I ever thought they'd do in my lifetime. So how could I not be happy? Alright, so let's see. Weeks stays on the D-line. Honestly, we're just going to move all these guys over to DT anyway. Just to sort through this shit. And see what we got. And hopefully we can kind of finalize this team in a decent time frame. And honestly, here for linebackers, move them all to the middle. And then get everybody organized from there. See what we got. And everybody in the secondary. Move the corner. I still have 2 athletes that I have to worry about. It'll pretty much just be like, okay, where are we weak? Where do we have players that we could move back over? And see what we got from there. You know, where do we need the help? Alright, so defensive line. We need to see Weeks. We got him. We got to see Burgess. We got him. Mason and Sanders. We got Berg. We got Walker. Marshall and Bowser. Bennett. Patton. Collins. Davis and Bradley. Brewster. Only guy that we're missing is Torres. Who's going to be right there. So that linebacker. We need to see Gordon. We need to see Wade and Jones. Harrington. Parrish. Lawrence, Williams, and Griffin. So the only guy there that we're missing is Kennedy. 97 speed. He's going to be a linebacker. That's going to be nuts. Alright, so just to throw out the defense then. Defensive tackle. Weeks drops down by 1. Burgess drops by 3. Mason drops by 4. Sanders drops by 3. Okay, so we're getting a 3-point drop, a 4-point drop, a 3-point drop. Alright, so Weeks has got to move. And then either Burgess or Sanders. And I think Sanders would be better on the edge than Burgess. And then Berg can't really move. Walker can't really move. Boy, we're stacked at defensive tackle. So move Marshall over. Bowser moves over. What about Patton? Patton stays. Bennett gets moved. Collins. Torres. Bradley. We got a lot of defensive ends all of a sudden. Davis stays. Brewster stays. A lot of options on the edge all of a sudden. Linebacker. Gordon's good no matter where he goes. Wade's better on the outside. Jones is better on the outside. Harrington. Alright, so Gordon and Harrington will be in the middle. Kennedy's better on the outside. Parrish is better on the outside. Lawrence is better on the outside. Williams is much better. And then as is Griffin, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. I mean, unless I move him over too, and it's like, hey, yeah, I had a feeling it would put me short. I mean, linebacker-wise, we're weaker than we've been in a long time. Honestly, the defense in general is weaker than it's been in a long time. Let's see, Bullock's better at corner than any of the two positions. Move Long over. Move Cleveland over. Johnson. Oh boy. Jackson stays. Williams gets moved over. Oh boy. We are gonna kind of be hurting in terms of corners here as well. So Long's an 84 over there. Boyd drops tremendously. Cleveland drops by a decent amount. Johnson only drops by 1. I think Clint Long moves over. John Johnson moves over. Brent Williams could move over. Matthew Williams probably should move over. Stewart can move. Alright, so Stewart. Jackson. Oliver. Tony Black stays. Cleveland, congrats, you're going back to corner. So, yeah, our corner depth is brutal right now. I mean, it's Bullock and Cleveland, and then it really drops off. Our depth in general has been hit really hard. Whew. Our defensive depth took a big hit, and in the meantime, I accidentally brought in 3 running backs to try and make sure I got that 5-star. Yeah, the obsession of trying to keep a well-balanced class has hurt us in some ways. In terms of the athlete, again, Adam Keys is a 79 rated QB, a 79 rated wide receiver, and actually, I mean, probably gonna have to be a defensive back from the looks of it. Quarterback, we don't need the help. Wide receiver, we don't need the help at all. So Keys, thank God, can go to the secondary. 80 overall free. Here, let me just move him over there. So he's an 80 overall free safety. No real reason to have him be a backup. He's not going to take Johnson's spot. And Johnson... I mean, Johnson's okay, I guess. Johnson's an 80 and a 78. I mean, he's not going to take Johnson's spot. He does give us better depth options there, but at least Johnson is like the 3rd choice safety. It makes more sense for Keys to be a corner. And that way we at least have Bullock, Cleveland, and Keys. Alright, that's looking a little bit better. And then the other athlete is George Simmons, who is definitely a defensive player. He's another secondary option. Interesting. Both athletes we ended up with are secondary options, which I am very thankful for. So again, Long, too good to move elsewhere. Johnson can be the depth option there. Simmons is probably best for him to be the depth option there. I mean, he'd be the 4th choice corner. We might as well have him move. Alright, so at the very least, our 2 athletes in Keys and Simmons were both corners. That helps the secondary group out quite a bit. I think our team is set. It is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out in terms of the training results and who gets cut, for sure, folks. I completely agree with that. I have no idea what we're going to look like by the end of this. I do know we're going to have to get rid of some damn good people, especially at running back and wide receiver. Have Have I ever seen an athlete that's actually been a respectable kicker or punter? I don't think I have, to be honest with you. So the team this year, guys, Will Cox is a 95. And then next year, Antoine Gonzalez takes over at senior. And by that time, Derek Good will be ready to replace him. So our next 3 quarterbacks are right there. 95 overall, Will Cox is the man this season. Running back, we have 95 overall, Paul Newton behind him. Curtis Hall goes up to a 78. At fullback, Vinnie Vincent up to a 73. Not bad. At wideout, you would have seen it. Marcus Tyler up to a 96, but then we get some great improvement. 89, couple 87s. That does not make the decision on who to cut any easier. Tight end, it's Gonzalez, Smith, and Morgan. That's not too bad. On the O-line, we got Smith and Foster, which is pretty sweet, 89 and an 87. 87 now for dangerous Danny Davis. Trevor Harris will probably get redshirt this year. You got Bell, you got Andrews, and Jeremy Richards at center, which is some crazy good depth. Souls up to an 86, and an 89 for Preston Nelson. Defensively, Weeks up to an 89, Marshall an 82 behind him. Sanders up to an 86. Defensive tackle, we now have 2 90s and an 87. One of these junior defensive tackles might have to sit, or we keep them both. But, hot damn. We might want to consider a 4-3 this year. Linebacker Leon Jones up to an 84 now as a 6'7 junior. You have Clinton Gordon now as a senior up to a 93. Harrington improved behind him. And Adam Wade as a senior as well. He is a 95. At corner, Bullock up to an 89. Jackson a 75. Boyd up to an 87. And Clint Long up to an 88. Our kicker is now a 90. And our punter, an 87. So we got some damn good improvement. So this team is still going to be a team to be reckoned with at this stage. I mean, it is tough to say that we're going to be a bad team. We certainly won't. In terms of cuts, only 9 players. That's not that bad. Quarterback, obviously, they all stay. It's running back and wide receiver that we have to really look at. Obviously, the JUCO transfer, John Richardson, is the first one out. And I hate to say it, but Bo Barnes is probably right behind him. We just don't need him. I don't think I'm allowed to... Yeah, no, I am allowed to cut Andrews. Good. Let's go ahead and cut Andrews. So Barnes is on the chopping block. Sorry, because they were freshmen. Or they weren't freshmen. The 2 that improved weren't freshmen. Everyone else is a freshman. I mean, this receiver core is nuts. I hate to say it, but some like these 2 bottom freshmen are on the chopping block. We obviously keep Michael Harris as a 5-star. Tight end wise, we can't cut anybody. O-line, we can't cut anybody. Defensive line, you could consider 3-star Collins as a chopping block option. He'll probably end up being better than Bradley, but he is a 3-star. Defensive okay. Well, we got options here then. I think we kind of know where we're going to look to cut players from. Corner could be another option, actually, now. All right. So really quickly then, we go back to the defensive line. Hate to say it, but 3-star Collins has to go. He's a big boy, but he's got to go. So Marcus is out. Defensive tackle. Hate to say it as well, but the 2 3-stars and Brewster and Davis have to go. Linebackers all have to stay. At corner. God, I can't get rid of Jackson. It would have to be Oliver. It would have to be Oliver. If I get rid of anybody there. I don't know if I will. We got 4 dudes left to cut. Yeah, Bo Barnes has to go. There's just too many other options, so sorry, Bo. And then wide receiver as well. We're going to let go of these 2 in Hale and White. Both are great, but we need, and have plenty of other options. So, I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, maybe don't redshirt Walker, but Clifford, Stevens, Campbell, those guys are getting redshirt for sure. Who else goes is the question. And I don't have the answer. It's got to be that corner. So I have to say, but Abraham Oliver, you're also on the way out. That gets us down to 70. And now we get to make the big move up in conference. We have waited all off-season long for it. And it is time. It is time, it is time, it is time. We get to move to the ACC. Schedule-wise, we'll do what the hell we can. I'll have you guys, for those of you that are still with me here, I know it's getting late, but wake up, it's time to set up a schedule. We have to decide on a difficulty, strength of competition rating to settle on. Like, are we looking at a B, a B+? Like, we don't even know what it's going to be by default, knowing that we're going to be in a better conference. So, all right, here we go. Here comes the move. One and done in the MAC. We make our big move to the Atlantic Division of the ACC. Our likely final destination. And a tough conference to deal with at that. Pressure's on now. Pressure is on now. This team has no excuses. Absolutely none. Absolutely no excuses at this point. Alright. So, we come into the season ranked 7th. Really quickly, in terms of redshirting, that's what we normally start off with. Quarterback-wise, actually, I gotta check promises first and foremost to see who I can redshirt and who I can't. So, quarterback Davis is no red shirt. I don't have to play. That's right, I forgot that we set it up so I don't have to play people in their home turf. Alright, so let's see. So we got Davis with a no red shirt, Johnson, Lindsay, and Perry. Pretty much all the new recruits, right? Will be, hey, just don't redshirt me, but I don't have to play at home to be alright. So I think we're alright. See, I actually don't even have to worry about the schedule then. It's just the strength of it. But we know we can't redshirt any freshmen. So quarterback-wise, everybody stays. Running back-wise, everybody stays. Fullback-wise, Vincent stays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walker stays, probably. God. It would suck to lose Travis Walker, but it's worth it. You know, he sits out a year and then takes over for Tyler as our top receiver. I think we gotta risk it. He might get pissed, but that's 1, 2, 3. You get redshirted. 4 and 5 with the freshman. Nah, we leave Walker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So the sophomores from last year that haven't been redshirted are getting dropped. Should the Sabres go back to the Buffalo Slug? Probably. At this point, move the team. Alright, redshirting Harris makes a lot of sense. So we're going to do that. Save him up for an extra year. Redshirting Richards makes a lot of sense. Gotta keep Nelson. Alright, so we're good there in terms of depth. Right? So yeah, you both stay. We redshirt Trevor Harris. We redshirt Richards. Redshirt Freddie Bradley. Got to keep Sanders in at this rate. Redshirt Bennett and Torres. Which means we have 1, 2, 3, 4 options plus defensive tackles. Honestly, we got to redshirt one of Burgess or Mason just to get him on different years. We have to. Because that way it would be, say if we redshirt Mason, that way we got Burgess, Berg, and Patton. I'm probably going to redshirt Walker too. Make sure, it makes sense to only redshirt one of them too, because I mean, technically, one would move up to senior. I mean, we're sacrificing, you know, 3 overall point difference. Still got to think long term. I don't think he'd get pissed off enough to leave. I don't think he would. K-Town, what's going on? It is indeed quite late at this stage. Keep Burgess, redshirt Mason. Have Berg. Linebacker. We got Jones, so I can't afford the redshirt. Kennedy behind him. Let's redshirt Lawrence. Let's redshirt Griffin. Anything else is good. Corner again, I can't redshirt anybody because they're all freshmen. We will redshirt John Johnson this year, though. So we have Brent Williams there. I mean, if someone goes down to injury, that's a bit problematic, but we'll risk it. So a lot of adventurous redshirt options this season. We go to the custom schedule. Guys, do we have a letter grade? Because we do not have many openings. I can change essentially 2 games. What letter grade do we want to aim for in terms of difficulty? Is the question. What do you guys think we aim for? I mean, we'll probably play week 1, 2, 3, have a break, and then play 5 in a row, have a break, and play 5 in a row. So let me see what I can schedule for week 1. Get the game against Boise State. And then Bama's there. I mean, we could play last year's national title winners. Boise State and Cincy back-to-back are national title game finalists. Cincy won the national title last year, and they're down to 21st in the preseason ranking. Arkansas would still keep it at an A. Bama, yeah, so we probably can't get any higher than an A. Looks like an A is probably the cap. I definitely want to play Cincy in terms of ranked opponents because I can almost guarantee they'd had the lowest rating, like them or Nevada. But we'd still get the benefit of beating them. I want to kind of see what, granted, different teams. I think we do it. I think we start off this season hot with 3 ranked opponents. Boise, Cincy, North Carolina, all at home. And then we got 4 straight road games that we can't change with Pitt, Florida State, and BC. Okay. Virginia as well, and then we got a home game against Clemson. Is an A grade too much? TK said B+. We can't get an A+. So it's either an A, potentially an A-, or a B+. I don't really know who we'd get into the mix to have it be an A-. Florida instead of Boise State. Last season was like a C+ or a B-, yeah. Nevada. I mean, it could be Nevada and Cincy. Those should be 2 winnable games against ranked opponents. Chat, what do we think? B+, A-, or A? That's what I want to see. Knowing that we probably have a 99 rated team again. And we want a national title. I mean, it kind of makes sense to split the difference and go A- because even now, preseason, we're scheduled against 4 ranked opponents. It's pretty much Nevada or Boise State. That's the question. I'm keeping Cincy. I want to beat last year's national title winners. How many promises do you have? None in terms of needing to play people. Can I play Cincy week 1 instead? Let me look. Yes. I can. I mean, that still opens up like Arkansas, Georgia, Iowa, Michigan State. God, some top teams, man. I like the other week. I think it's an interesting setup to play the finalists from the last two, the last two finalists there, right? These two teams competed for the national title since he won it. It's about as difficult as we can make the schedule. Yeah, we can't hit an A+. No, we can't hit an A+. Let's do it. I think we're going to go for the A. It's Boise State, Cincy, and North Carolina to start the season. That is a tough goddamn schedule. But that'll be factored in. Had we played a tougher schedule than Boise State, we probably would have made it to the national title instead of them. That is a fucking murderer's row of opponents. In terms of our philosophy this year, by the way, too, we kind of need to set that up so I know what to look for in terms of recruitment. But honestly, I think I can just look at the red shirt options to see what we really need. So quarterback, we're good. If I'll put quarterback in the last ditch category to get one more. Running back, we're set. We don't need anybody. In the MAC category, I'll put fullback. Absolutely under no circumstances, no wide receivers. None. A tight end is in the must category. Looks like O-line. O-line's going to be in the must category here. The D-line. D-line's going to be in meh. We only have one senior leaving. So D-line will be kind of in meh to last ditch. Guess maybe we'll put meh and last ditch together. Defensive tackle, we're set. So defensive end on meh. No. Well, I mean, I guess defensive tackle can count for both. Linebacker, we need desperately. Desperately. Corners, I'll put meh. I guess secondary in general, I'll put in meh. We should be able to survive losing Boyd because of Johnson. And then absolutely no special teams. So tight end, offensive line, and linebackers. Those are the three biggest positions that we have to focus on this upcoming season. And we'll see what's available here with our top 35. Athletes are going to be tough too because you don't often see athletes in these three positions. So I don't think we're going to be really worried about this at all in terms of athletes. According to this, with our setup right now, it's a middle linebacker and safety, but we pretty much know what we need. K-Town, I mean, yeah, we're pretty far into this. Hello, 5 stars who already want to come here. Guys, we've hit that point where 5-star athletes say, hey, let's go. Yes. Oh, it feels so good to get there. Quarterback-wise, there is a 4-star who's interested in Tyrone Gibbons. Is he the only one interested? I'll add him to the list for the moment. We'll just see what happens. Again, they're in the meh. Running backs, no. Fullbacks. I don't really need another fullback. If there was someone high rated, I'd go for him. I mean, Adam Myers looks sick, but let's be honest, we're fine for fullbacks. Wide receivers, under no circumstances am I allowed to get wide receivers. Especially if they're 4-star instead of 5-star. Tight end wise. Tight end wise. There is one 5-star in Ryan Bennett. We'll target him. I mean, Ricky Johnston as a fail-safe would be nice. There are a bunch of 4-stars. Just a look here. Anything under a 2.6 for speed. So right now it's Parham. I'm going to add him to the board. I'm going to have to resort through these here. So I'll have to go look at the board for tight ends really quickly. Just so we know who to target. Okay. And quarterback, we got Gibbons as a maybe. Tight end wise. Ah, shit, I can't see the numbers from here. So Johnston is the, hey, this would be nice option. Bennett's clearly the top target. I was hoping to be able to see all the stats right. I think I still can if I sort it a different way. Yeah, if I sort by target status now. There we go. So out of these three then, he's the fastest. He has the second, okay, so he's the fastest. He has the best bench. He has the best squat. So in terms of second fastest, these two are tied. He has the second best bench. Oh, God. They're all kind of even. I'll see if I can hold on to all three of them. No guarantees. Oh, Jimmy Johnson, baby. Oh, what a player. What a player, and he wants to come here, too. That's unreal. You got Marlon Ramsor, Billy Maxwell. And then for the 4-star options, Moore. Tony Moore wants to come here already. And then there's a couple of 3-star options. Let's go back to the 5-stars here, because again, the O-line's very important for us here. And on the O-line, where does it stop with 4 stars? So let's see. We do have a 500 bench for Brian Jones. A couple of 460s for bench as well. 450. 450 again. All right, what do we got at guard? A couple more 5-stars. Oof. Big, big, big guard heavy class here, apparently. How far down do the 4-stars go? Very far down. Can anybody with like a 450 bench or higher, I'm gonna look at. We're definitely gonna have to optimize what we're doing here. And then at center, there's only one 5-star dude. Wow, there's barely anybody available. 4 stars, go ahead and add you two. Okay. Then we get to the linebackers, where you have to consider defensive ends because they could play either spot, and we're definitely interested. So I need to go back. Again, quarterback, I don't yet know. We'll take, keep our eye on Gibbons. Tight end wise, I think the start, because it's not a position of desperation, we go for Bennett or we settle for Johnston. These three I'm going to remove. It's either we get Bennett the 5-star or we settle for Ricky Johnston. At tackle, we got a shitload of options. It's all of these dudes here. To be honest, I'm looking at taking out Jones and Robbins just because they're a little bit slower. And we can have dudes that have, the speed and the power. Again, Johnson's interested. Ramsor's not, but he's 5-star. This dude's interested, even though he's not the strongest. I'm going to remove Robbins. I'm going to remove Jones. All these dudes are relatively fast. This one's the slowest of the bunch, and Tidwell. Go ahead and take him out. What do we got at guard? 1,000 fucking people. Alright, same thing. If you're a little bit slower, you're the first one cut. The bench is all good for them. Centers. You target both these for now. What 5 stars in general do you have in here? Like what? In terms of who's on the board right now, or in terms of who's interested? Alright, let's add those 4-star options that are interested. Or they're 5 stars. There was 1 5-star in Thomas. Like an all prospects. So, like, that we've recruited so far, we have a couple. So out of these 4 stars, like, we have enough 4 stars on the board that I'd love to sit here and be like, oh, Carl Estes. How many 5-star guys are interested in coming here? That'll show you in a minute. Like, we have dudes that are strong as shit that are still on the board, but at this stage, I have to focus on the guys, the 4 stars that are interested in coming here first. I have to. Defensive tackle, we'll focus on those 2. We got a couple of 4 stars again that are interested in coming here. They're the first priority, regardless of who might have better numbers in terms of the bench or anything like that. And then linebackers, we got 2 5 stars. We got a 4-star who's already interested in us, in Kevin Wall. And another 4-star in Chaz Sanders. And a middle linebacker. So again, I'm having to prioritize here and knock some people off the board. Like, we're definitely not going to have room for any athletes whatsoever. Again, quarterback was in kind of the meh. It would be nice to get Gibbons. Carr would also work. Running back wise, we didn't have anybody pinned. Wide receiver wise, we didn't. Tight end wise, honestly, Johnston will probably still be available. So I'm going to take Johnston off of the early scouting list. We're going to try to get Bennett. If we don't, hopefully Johnston's still there and we can fall back for him. Honestly, that's just how we have to play it right now. I have to be incredibly picky. So same thing, we'll focus on Gibbons. And worst case, Carr is the fallback. Tight end wise, same thing. On the O-line, it's kind of the same thing. We focus on the 5 stars, but this 4-star in Martin, who's not interested, he's got great numbers, but you know, we're going to focus on these 3 5 stars, including one that's interested in that 4-star as a follow-up. Same thing at guard, focus on the 5 stars. Unfortunately, none of the 4 stars are interested, but I think because of that, we're just going to have to take them out because we need a more well-rounded approach. And then at center, same thing, take out the 4 stars for the moment. Focus on the 5s because we have O-linemen that are interested. Again, if we fail, we swoop in for those 3 stars. Plenty of 3 stars. We aim high, and we have a backup plan just in case. Defensive end, we keep all those dudes on the board. Defensive tackle, again, a shitload of DTs that want to come here. So we'll keep that the way it is. Outside linebacker, again, that's good. And then middle linebacker, this is nuts. Like, we are put into a very good spot here. So middle linebacker, we got our 5 stars, and then this 1 4-star that wants to join, we'll focus on him. Another 4-star that wants to join in Booth. Okay, so linebacker-wise, we're looking good. And then we still got 6 spots, so at corner, we go for Matt Thomas. What a pickup he'd be. We got Andre Avery, John Walker. Are there any other 5-star corners? There are. There are 2 others in Will Whitaker, Charles Smith. And at safety, there's only 4 stars. None of them are interested. Strong safety. There are 4 stars. One of them is interested. And Jeff Burrell. So we go for him. And we have our 35. Again, kickers I don't need. Yeah, we're missing out on athletes, and there are some 4-star athletes who are interested. There's a lot of 5-star athletes, but the problem is we don't know what they're good at. Whereas with everybody else, yeah, we know how good they are. It's a little bit overrated, in my opinion, to look for athletes. It really is. Just because, like, oh, cool, this guy's a quarterback or a running back. But he's interested. It doesn't matter. Like, I can't use him. So, we'll keep an eye on those guys, too. They'll be fallback plans. But I think we have our 35. And in terms of who's interested in coming here that are 5 stars, I don't know if it'll sort that way. Oh, man, we're going to have a lot of people who are interested. But for the 5-star talents that are interested in us right now, we have the 5-star corner in Thomas, this tackle in Jimmy Johnson. That might actually be it. Yeah, that's it. So we have 2 of the 38 5 stars that are interested in coming here right out of the gates. We're in first for both of them. So that's huge. Again, I'm going to ignore what team needs as well. It doesn't really matter. We can kind of pay attention to what we need instead of the game telling us. Our board, is set up. Our red shirts are set up. Our schedule is set up. We're committing to this season. We're going to see where we rank. We're going to check our team outlook. And then tomorrow night starts the new season, where we have some pretty big challenges ahead of us from the looks of it, which is absurd. And I'm kind of scared, but hey, man, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Tend to follow the game first. I mean, that's fair. Like, it's a rough guideline, but again, catcher like that, and I'm sure you've heard this, that team need is based off of the scheme that you play. So if you change the scheme, it'll tell you, oh, well, you need different things for next year. So, you know, it can't really be trusted that much, because you might change schemes mid-season, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now it's telling me I need this. So, you know, I don't think it's anything too crazy. I've been running the same scheme. That's fair. Number 7, UMass. Number 4, Boise State to start the season. You wanted home games. You're finally going to get it, and that's what I thought. Boise State is vulnerable. We are better than them across the board. We beat the number 4 team to start. Holy shit. I don't know what philosophies we're going to run and everything. Ohio State looks like the number 1. In the preseason polls, again, we are 7th. 5-star prestige, 99 overall with a 97 defense. Not bad. Coach's poll has a 7th. Awesome. What a setup. And then conference outlook. Again, yeah, Louisville's an 85, beatable team. BC's an 81, beatable team. Florida State's tough. Clemson's tough. Wake Forest is beatable. NC State's a little bit challenging, and Syracuse is beatable. We have some big competition here. And then in terms of the coastal, like Virginia Tech's good, Miami's good, NC's good, Virginia's solid. There are no pushovers aside from Duke in that coastal side of this conference. So, whew. And in terms of championship contenders, we are projected to fall back next season down to like 12th. But then 2 years on from that, it's, hey, you should be good. The problem is Alabama, after that recruitment class. It's like, okay, they're the next ones. So we're right in the mix where good things could happen. But in terms of being like, yeah, no, you're the undisputed, like, favorites to win a national title. That's not where we're at right now. I do want to take a look at the updated recruitment. I don't think we'll sim week 1 against Boise, because we're going to have to jump into that. So in terms of the quarterbacks, Gibbons. Actually, here, let's just look at all positions. I want to see who the highest rated is. All right. So again, we have 600 minutes divided by 35 people. I mean, about 20 minutes per. About 20 minutes per is what we can do here. Let's scout out Mr. Harris. Get any info on Tyrone Harris that we can. He's drifting very quickly towards bus territory. Travis Bernard also drifting towards bust territory. And then Matt Thomas. Auburn and Georgia are in for him. Thomas, of course, too good to be true, drifting towards bust territory. So our top target here will be Danny Bennett. Talk to him. We will offer him the scholarship immediately. And in terms of a promise, no red shirt first year. And we'll see how much of a fight we put up for him. Brandon Taylor. Went to school with Brandon Taylor. Scholarship immediately. And again, first promise, no red shirt. Pretty much do this with everybody. Daniel Dawson. 5-star guy that we're trying to make a little bit of headway with. Pretty much going to be the same response from everybody. And we have Mr. Harris, North Las Vegas. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, depending on these recruitment classes, obviously that outlook can change very fast. Brian Alexander. No red shirt. Honestly, I want to make sure I talk to everybody that I'm in first for. So, Ernie Thompson, you are a 4-star, but I like you. Immediate scholarship, no immediate acceptance. No red shirt. Let's also talk to Matt Thomas. Matty. Immediate scholarship. For the first time, UMass has an insta-accept from a 5-star prospect. Matt Thomas instantly signs with UMass. His overall looked like it was dropping, but we get the 5-star insta-commit from Matt Thomas. Holy shit. We have arrived, boys. We have arrived. The 5-star insta-commit in Matt Thomas. We'll fully scout him out later to see if he's actually drifting towards bust territory, but regardless, we have our first insta-commit. Will we have more? I don't really care. We have a 5-star corner. Eat pant, Alabama. Elliott, drop the bass. Scholarship. Doesn't immediately accept. The nerve. Unbelievable. I saved 10 minutes, too, by doing it that way. Will Whitaker. Does not insta-commit. I can't believe Thomas just insta. That's nuts. That is insane. Kirk Downing. Oakland Park, Florida. No insta-commit there. We just had our first 5-star insta-commit. I'm feeling a lot more optimistic now, I'll tell you that much. Jimmy Johnson, the other 5-star who was instantly up there for us. Okay, he did not do the same thing. This guy's a fucking mammoth, too. Let's hope he signs. Jason Hubbard. Barry! The pride of Barry. And we get the pride of Barry! Our second auto commit of week 1. It's 4-star defensive tackle Jason Hubbard. The pride of Barry. Welcome aboard. That certainly starts to help out some of the other defensive issues that we have. 2 insta-commits. This is probably our last chance at one. It's Tyrone Gibbons. Tyrone, what do you say? No. So we get 2 insta-commits the first week. Crazy. Cam, yeah, I'll definitely end up playing the new NCAAs once they're out. It'll be a little bit, though. Crazy. Crazy what just happened there, guys. Jonathan Cox, we're going to see if we can put up a fight for you. I mean, you've seen it if you guys have been watching, right? Like, how difficult it's been to watch a lot of our early top 35 targets just fall off the board. That hasn't been the case this time. Thank God for that. Anthony Thomas, Jesus, speaking of Gronk, 6'8", 250. Beating with Ohio State and Notre Dame, and we were right up there with the big boys now. Ryan Bennett, we got some work to do for you, sir. That scholarship offer in there. No red shirt in the first year. The evolution of this program's been insane. We are on a much faster track than I ever expected. Scratching the surface with these insta-commits. It'd be nice to get to Alabama territory where they're just like, yes, please. Kevin Wall. Is UMass this good in real life? No. UMass starts off as a 60 overall team in this game at this time. Travis Bernard. Huber Heights, Ohio. That's going to be rough to compete with Ohio State for this guy. They obviously got the home territory option. We got 340 left. This event. Look at that, man. Matt Thomas, though, 64% scouted. I mean, 92 speed. A zone coverage already. 83 man coverage. So, obviously, like, his overall might not be as high as we're hoping, but that doesn't mean he's not still a 5-star potential talent, right? Alright, so in terms... Oh boy, we still got a lot of people left to cover. Let's talk to Marcus Chandler. Definitely not expecting another auto commit at this time. That's just not going to happen. Avery Engel is a bust, but he's a 77th overall offensive lineman. Go full Road Warriors with Tulane, so he broke a lot more promises with them. Honestly, I think you're right. Your integrity with the stash has been better than White Fat Rock. It's true. I think you're right, Frank. We kind of cheesed it by just being like, nothing but road games, but that is the way to speed run it, as we've discovered. And having the academic prestige to sell some people on helped too. Can't overlook that. Chad O'Neill. Keep getting those promises in there. How many people are left? Still quite a few. Let's go after Mansfield next. Manhattan Beach, California. Trying to utilize this time. I mean, the big thing this time, too, is even heading into week 1, no one was like, yeah, I'm already off the board, sorry. Good old Arab, Alabama, which we looked up once upon a time and is known as one of the most racist places in the fucking country. Or at least it was. That might have changed. Let's see, Eric Rhodes. Saginaw? I didn't know there was a Saginaw in Texas. Shout out to Saginaw. Also, Tulane was in the SEC the whole time. I mean, yeah, it's true, but also for then, you know, for Tulane then, right? Like, you had the option at that stage to at least be able to sell people on the conference. So that helped quite a bit. All right, Ramsour is a huge bust, but he's still a 5-star guy, and I want him. All right, we got an hour left and 6 dudes. We timed it perfectly. Chaz Sanders, Economy, Pennsylvania. No auto commit. That's a very big point boost just off a scholarship, though. AJ Leak. 5-star out of Boca Raton. Johnny Walker. 4-star corner. Decent little boost there. Again, doubt we see an insta-commit from one of these final 3. Andre Avery. Still can't believe it. 2 insta-commits. What a way to just set this, like, the season off and running. And now, again, it just allows us to put even more focus onto the players that we have here. So that'll do it for the first week worth of recruitment. As crazy as that is. Really quickly, I want to take a look at something. And that is our depth chart. So I want to auto-reorder it. Cox has some ability to run. 92 throw power, 92 accuracy. Guys, I think we get to bring the air raid to life here. I think we get to bring the air raid to life this season, right? I think we get to do it. That or we stay in the spread offense. I think we try to bring the air raid to life here. Somehow my fullback is faster than 4 of my wide receivers. Jesus. think we go multiple defense because we are very versatile. Do we go with the air raid? Or do we just go balanced again? Honestly, I think we just go multiple across the board because we are so goddamn versatile. I wasn't going to do it. Let's do it. We're taking on Boise State. Let's see if I can end this good mood. Can we get revenge on Boise State? We actually get to play home games this season. Can we get revenge on Boise State? And indeed, as Catcher mentioned, in terms of like 99 overall players in college, it's relative. Like in theory, if you were to put them in the Madden, they'd be an 82, you know? Shout out to the NCAA 12 for having the playbook of every team listed instead of just spread pistol. Yeah, right? So, like I said, we're so versatile that I'm cool with us going with the multiple offense scheme just because, like, damn, what else do you do? Like, we really are that well-rounded. There is Adam Wade, the pride of Belmead, Texas. Guys, we actually get to play in our home stadium, and there's actually people here. It is a packed house, baby. Can we get revenge on the team that took away a national championship spot from us and then went on to lose that national title game? I want to see this team go full no touching. 7-0 Boise. 7-7. 13-yard touchdown pass to Scott. Like I said, I don't know what to do with our scheme. Like, multiple makes sense just so we have the options, but it's like, could we pull off the air raid? Yes. Could we pull off the spread? Yes. Like, we could do everything, so multiple does make sense. 14-7 Boise. 14-10 at the half. Come on, boys. 14-13, 21-13. Come on. 21-16. Guys, do we play out this defensive stance? I think we do. Maybe. We might be able to pull this off. I want to get this revenge. I want to get this revenge. Can we hold on with this defense? It is time to see this new look defense in action. It's a counter. We could be in a little bit of trouble. If it's not, we're fucking golden. Let's go, boys. Great play. Whew. Great play. We need to win this. As Florida State beat Pittsburgh, no real surprise there. Down by 5. Thank God they got that field goal. Back off. Give them the underneath. Don't get beat over the top. I almost jumped there. They're going to try to kill the clock. No problem on 2nd and 12, giving them the underneath. Let's go, boys. Big hit there. We'll call a timeout on that. Woo! Way to take him down. I'm a little bit worried that this QB could try to sneak away. I want long. So watch out. Yep, there we go. We'll call the other timeout. 2:29 on the clock. We get the ball back. What a stop. This defense was phenomenal there. I think air raid's the way to go. You should be able to put up 40 points a game with this offense. That's fair. I mean, you look at the multiple. We're playing a B-plus defense, and we only have 16 points. That was a horrible punt. That was a horrible punt. Just couldn't get any separation. Good job from Tyler to not lose it there. All right. Let's see what we can do.
He got something out of it. You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Newton up the gut. Good.
Not bad from Newton. Pick up a 5. We got 2 minutes to get into the end zone here, right? So
from the 48-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Try to set up a little bit of play action.
Possibly changing the play here prior to the snap. Play fake and looking to run. Fumble.
And that's the ball game.
And that fumble is going to cost them.
At this stage in the game, the #1 rule has to be to hold on.
We're going to blow this in the first game. I can't not end the night on a high note.
10 yards to go.
I don't know what it is.
Under 2 minutes in the game.
Just for some reason, we can't not end the night on a high note. It's unbelievable.
By this defense.
How the fuck did you guys only put up 16 points to Boise to where I even have to try to step in? God. Well, say goodbye to our national title hopes, probably. At least we get that monkey off our back immediately. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Okay. Just fucking let me sim.
29.
Unbelievable. I fucking hate this team with a passion. Every time I get optimistic about this team. That's it. We lost our first game of the season.
So this one's final. Very well played by both teams today.
I fucking hate this team. Look, I do. I love this team, but I fucking hate this team. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ.
Herb Street's final thoughts on this one. Herbie, what do you got for us?
You wouldn't figure either team would pull away, and it'd go right down to the very end. This was a really exciting matchup. Boise State made the plays they had to.
I'm legitimately angry.
And that's what it often comes down to with two evenly matched teams. Whoever comes through in a clutch.
So I guess multiple doesn't work for us, huh? Because we can't fucking put up points. No, fuck high note. No, this season's toast. It's already about next season. This season's toast. Because there's no way we're going to run the table for the rest of the year with the competition we're playing. More than likely. 19 of fucking 40, 1 touchdown, 2 sacks. Running game barely got going. Yeah. Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. The season now, it's all about next year already. So sorry to any of these seniors that were hoping for the best. Scott missing a field goal certainly didn't help us. Yeah, we're screwed, man. We're screwed. It's done already. No national title hopes. Fucking dashed because we put up 16 points against a B-plus defense. So what's the point? Like, I don't know what scheme to run. I have no idea what scheme to run to actually get a 99 rated offense to put up points against a B-plus rated defense. No idea. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Should we have ran a more aggressive offense? Was multiple not the way to go, even though we have a very versatile team? I don't know what settings we have to put this on to actually get this team to consistently play like a 99 overall team. This is our 3rd year as a 99 overall team. So yeah, I'm furious. Absolutely furious. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna end it there, guys. I'm gonna end it there. We'll see what happens heading into week 2 of recruiting. I don't even want to look at this team right now.